Well, there was a time when I was in Philadelphia and the microphone didn't work. A lot of people were Boone. You have really changed. I got to tell Crawford about his dad. Shag was umpiring when I broke into Philly. And Shag Crawford, if you know, you watch umpires now where they set up and you get to see on TV where they're setting up and how they call them. Shag Crawford used to get so tight to the catcher, and I don't know about other catchers, but to me, and he would put his arms around my front. So if I tried to get like inside to have an inside pitch, Shag would be pulling me on the plate. Shag, would you leave me alone? But he was a great one. I love Shag. Real quick, for me, a lot of people said, what was your greatest moment? I played a lot of years, had a lot of great moments, but when I look back on my career, it was really about relationships. I hit a couple home runs that I was proud of and made some errors that I wasn't proud of. But for me, the biggest highlight of my career had to come in 1980. And that team that was built in 1980 by Paul Owens, by Ruley Carpenter, by Bill Giles, by Dave Montgomery, took 10 years in the making to win that World Series. And it started out with a group of guys that were drafted. Myself, Bo, Schmidt, Brzezinski, and then Paul Owens started adding Doug McGraw, Gary Maddox, Tom Reed, and he built that team, and we got pretty good. But for 3 years we lost in the playoffs. In the playoffs, then there were 5 games, and in 5 games, I always complain is that an error, a mistake by an umpire, something that was really hard to overcome to go to the next hurdle. Well, we didn't overcome it for 3 years. And when we got to 1980, that was really a do or die year for us, and we felt that way. I know when the playoffs, we had tremendous playoffs against Houston. There were 4 of the 5 games were extra innings, 4 of the 5 were one-run games, and we came from behind to beat Nolan Riley to send us to the World Series. And after the World Series, I was always told, before you're in the World Series, you should really enjoy it. And I'm telling you, it is hell. You just watch the World Series and what these guys go through. And to me, it was like 1 2.5 week period where it was just one game and you got to sleep in between a little bit. But the highlight of my baseball life occurred that year in 1980, and it was the day after, it was 37 years ago, about today, where when we clinched it, there was a lot of celebrating going on. And then we went home. When we got home, I lived in Medford. A lot of the neighbors had put banners up, so we kept celebrating. The next day, in the morning, was the parade. And boy, I got up the parade. And I was taking Greg Brzezinski and his family, I was taking my family. We get a late start. Because I was taking Greg, it was always going to be a late start. we were on our way to the art museum. Greg said, Bob, we got to get some food. We got to stop at McDonald's. I said, Greg, we don't have time. We're going to be late. There's going to be a zillion people down there. We don't want to be late for this. Bob, we got to stop at McDonald's. Okay, we'll stop at McDonald's. So we get a bunch of Big Mac, and the kids are eating them, and we're going, and I'm driving like crazy to get there. We get to the art museum, park the car. They're, come on, and we got on these flatbed trucks. I got up there, and there were great seats, really comfortable, cozy seats. And I sat down and I thought, oh my God, head hurts. I feel lousy. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this ride. And we got to the turn of Broad Street, and it was unbelievable. Was incredible as far as you could see. It was like, how are these trucks going to get through? Well, we had horses on each side of the trucks, and in front, I was in the front one, and it was amazing to watch these police horses. They'd go through the crowd, and they'd throw their butts out as they walked. It was amazing, and we cleared that whole thing. Went to JFK, circled the place. I don't know, I heard all kinds of numbers of people were there. I know there were a lot. And for me, that was the highlight of my baseball career. And the Phillies fans made that happen. So we made that turn. I was sitting there just like, oh, let me sleep. The love that was in that crowd, I mean, I stood the whole rest of the way. A kid on the outside, 20 deep people that ran the whole way to JFK, looking at me, what are you doing? But it was the highlight, and my family was there. I'll give it to you. But it was something that made me feel like it really made me a feeling. I said it was 10 years in the making, that team, but it was led by Willie Carpenter. Paul Boone put it all together. Bill Giles and Dave Montgomery were fantastic. And Gus Hoffman was kind of a trainer for me that taught me how to work. And then there was Danny Ozark. And they were tremendous. I miss them dearly. And there were three people I got to acknowledge. Don Sager, Jeff Cooper were the trainers that kept me together. And Dr. Marone really kept them together. For me. And I worked for the Washington Nationals. When we come to Philadelphia, I want us to beat the crap out of you. But I've got to tell you, I've always got Philly in my heart. Thank